What is Bigfoot? A myth? A legend? A hoax? Or a real flesh and blood creature? What about the reported sightings of Bigfoot? They can't all be misidentified animals. And how is it that most Native American cultures have stories about Bigfoot? After 2 separate sightings of a Bigfoot type creature, I needed answers. I have now been researching Bigfoot for over 15 years, and I feel that my journey has just begun. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back out here at the lake and we're going to do some shore walking. As soon as we can't kayak anymore, we start walking the shorelines, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm doing it in a little different place than what I did it the other day, but I will be getting back down there to that area pretty soon. But this area right here, I really want to hit, because we keep hearing about somebody hearing something over in the woods back over in this little area. So we're going to walk the shoreline as soon as I get on my mud stompers, and we're going to be out there. So hang with me. All right, getting ready to leave out of here. Then I heard one limb break, and something smells like it's dead. But I got on the old mud stompers, and we're going to head down that way and see what we can see. Got a little walk through the woods right here first, and then we'll be on the banks of the creek. So let's get through here and see what we find. Whoa. God, something smells big time. Ow. It's hard to walk through some of this stuff holding a camera. I reckon I need to start wearing my GoPro on my head. But that was not the thought process this morning, so let's see what happens. Okay, at full pool during the summer, this whole area right here, all the sandbar and everything you see, all this right in here, all that's underwater. So now, at low pool, we got a chance to walk these shorelines. And I would love to get over there on that side and walk it, but I'd have to get a kayak out here to do that, because all that other land on the other side of the creek is posted with a hunting club. They don't allow nobody out there. So I would basically have to be trespassing, and I don't want to do that. So I stay to this side. It's pretty much, I don't know if you can tell, but pretty much if there's anything on that side in the sandbars, like footprints or something like that, I can see it. I can't tell you what it is, if it's human or otherwise, but I can tell you there's footprints over there. But we're walking this side right here, and it's pretty rocky. Let's get this out here. It's pretty rocky, so I don't really look to see a whole bunch of footprints, even if they were out here walking around. I don't look to see a whole bunch of footprints, but every once in a while there's that one little spot like that right there that don't have a rock on it that would yield up a footprint if it was there. So that's why we do it. But that area right over there, that little point right there on the other side of that stump, that's where I'm usually at. That's where I usually put out trail cameras and all that, right in that area. But we've walked down the creek. Now we're walking back up. Ooh, slippery. But we're gonna walk this right here. And if we don't come across anything pretty soon, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on over and do that other spot that we were at the other day. I really wanted to give it a couple of more days to dry up a little more, but God, people are so trashy. Yeah, I would pick up mess out here. I've done it before, but it seems like the more you clean up, the trashier it gets the next time around. So I don't do a whole lot of picking up anymore. It's not because I feel like my time's been wasted, it's just that I feel like most people, they see a clean place and they just got to dirty it up with their beer cans and wife beater t-shirts and all that good stuff. Empty liver containers from where they've been fishing for catfish. Let's see. There is nothing on these banks right here other than trash. Somebody been fishing over here. I think I'm gonna look over there. No footprints over that way. Those footprints right there have tread in them, so that's not a Bigfoot. I'm gonna find me a place to come back up, and we're gonna get out of here and go on over to the other part of the lake where I videotaped the other day. Now you see, ooh, let me go back. That right there is usually the shoreline. Get up under these trees. Don't really like doing that. It's a good way to get a moccasin drop down on top of you. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, I'll come up right there. And I might put out a trail camera when I get to the other side. Now right there, there is a very large sandbar over there. And I may hit it before long. It's fairly nice. I don't really know how deep the water is in this creek right now. I've never actually kayaked down this way when it was this low. Plenty of times when it was up, but not when it's low. So that might be an adventure in itself for an early morning get together and go out. Because there might be problems in places like that right there. That's probably not even deep enough to get your feet wet good. But I see where I could put in. But let's get out of here. I'll hit that other bank and we'll walk to that shore. All right, we're back at the bridge now. And I'm going to walk over here and start walking down this Shoreline like I had said I was. I know there's a trail right through here to get down there to that side without having to go up under the bridge. Alright, let's get this thing started again. Alright, we are out here in the middle of this. The mud's real sticky. I mean, it's like this stuff's gonna stick to everything, and you bogging down in it. I'm gonna see how far I can get, but you know, if there was anything walking out here, it would leave a mark. There's a mark right there. Unfortunately, it's somebody's shoe, so we know that if a Bigfoot walked through here, we would at least get a footprint of that. And he probably knows that too, is why he's staying up in the woods. One thing that keeps drawing me back over in this area right here is back 2 years ago, while we was headed to the grits mill that's on this creek back here. Of course, the water level was up. It was summertime. The water level was up. So we're kayaking, and we're somewhere right over there, straight across from us. Now you see the two trees, the two old dead trees. Well, they've been there for several years. But there was something in between them two old trees that day that we was kayaking back. Between them two old trees was something, and I thought it was another stump. And we kept looking at it, and I told my wife, I said, babe, is that a Bigfoot? She goes, no, I think it's a stump. I go, well, I thought so too. But the more we kept looking at it, the more it seemed to just barely move. No big movements or nothing like that. So I thought it might be just pareidolia. It being as far as we were from it, across the lake, sun shining down on the lake, I thought it just might be pareidolia. And anybody who's not familiar with that term is seeing something that really ain't there. Your mind sees something. So we decided that that's what it was. It was just a stump out there. And we went on to the grits mill, walked around it for a while, took pictures, and then we come back. But something in my brain just kept saying, you know, that wasn't a tree. That wasn't a stump. That was a Bigfoot. Well, when we coming back, I found my two trees that I was using as a marker. And sure enough, there was nothing in between them. Whatever had been there was gone. That's one of them situations where I didn't pull out the camera and take pictures of it. I didn't pull out the video camera and take video of it. And I didn't pull out my binoculars to get a good look. Mainly because I had to convince myself that was just another tree, a little stump of a tree sitting up there. Boy, imagine my disappointment when we come back through 35 to 45 minutes later and it wasn't there. So that's one reason why I keep coming back to this spots right here. I know there's something out here. The hard part's catching it on video, getting the proof. That's the hard part. But that's what I keep coming out here. That's why I know they're out here. That's the hard part about letting go right here. I know they're out here. There could be one over there on that other side right now, just lapping his butt off at me. And sometimes I wonder if that's what they're doing. Just lapping their butt off at me. But I made it a little further than we did the other day. So I'm turning around and going back now. Simply because I don't want to get stuck out here after dark. Especially when you can sink up to your knees in this stuff out here. That's why I'm right here on the edge of the shoreline now. On the edge of the shoreline and the wood line. I've done a walk through all that a while ago, looking for footprints, and all I found was deer and raccoon tracks. So I don't think nothing else was walked through here except for a person, and I done checked them footprints and they are people's, unless a Bigfoot's done started growing tread on the bottom of their foot. But there are a lot of deer track out here, some raccoon tracks, and I'll be back in a couple of days. See if I can't get a little bit further down the line. Who knows, I might get all the way around this thing before this summer's over, or before this winter's over. That'd be nice, but I ain't looking for that to happen. Now to get out of here. All right, let me get off of here for a second, navigate this mud hole, and yeah. Now you know why I got on my mud swamp boots. In a minute, my foot ain't gonna find nothing to stop on, I'm afraid. All right, I'm about through today. Let's get back toward the house and get some supper. I got to clean about 30 pounds of mud off of these boots. I got my cardio in today. Y'all have a good one. If you like this video, please like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber and you like these videos, throw me a thumbs up every once in a while. Let me know you're out there. So, anytime somebody asks me a question and it's a legitimate question, I try to answer it as quick as I can. So, it may not be the answer you want to hear, and it may not be the answer I want to give, but sometimes it's the only thing we can do. I'm not going. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe.
And tell your friends.
Also find us on Facebook, Alabama Georgia Bigfoot Research Group.